Hey guys, my name is Dale. I'm an online personal trainer and a life coach. And on today's video, we're going to talk about stopping abandoning ourselves. Because if you continue to abandon yourself, you are not showing up as your authentic self in your relationships. So when you begin to look at the way you've been acting throughout your life, you will notice there are certain parts of you that are catering to the inner child. And what we have done in our past to shelter and protect the inner child part of us is show up as who we think people need us to be, or who we think people will like, or who we think people will accept us for if we choose to show up as this particular version of ourselves. And what that is continuously doing to your character, your personality, your life, your reality, everything that's in it, the validation or non-validation you are receiving, what it's doing is it's messing everything up in your field of energy. It is sending signal that you're not being your true authentic self and that you need something from someone. But when you let go of abandoning yourself to achieve something, you start to embody presence. And that is being present with the inner child version of yourself and the things that you used to hide. When you start being purely yourself, you start to realize that there are parts of you that you don't have to hide anymore. And your nervous system will change. Your energy will change. And who you are showing up as in the world will change. So what will begin to happen is when you start to show up as your true authentic self, you will stop abandoning yourself in relationships to try to achieve something with someone you're attracted to. And you will be doing both yourself and the other individual a huge favor. Because when you are trying to manipulate your way into someone's life, there's going to be a lot of tension there. And what we usually get stuck on is why we get rejected, why people are not resonating with us, why are people ghosting us or running away from us. And a lot of it has to do with resistance that is pushing people away rather than attracting them in. Now, trying to force a situation puts a lot of resistance on a relationship, but feeling within your own body, accepting the inner child and loving yourself for who you are puts less resistance on a relationship because you are showing up as the most authentic, magnetic you. And therefore, most people will be attracted to the version of you that you've been hiding. So when you start to tap into that version of yourself that is willing to give people the full version of you, not filtered, you will start to show up in the world with energy of loving your life, loving yourself, and not needing them for something that's missing inside because you're abandoning yourself. Because when we are stuck in the abandoning ourselves, we are going to feel like shit. We're going to feel like we're not showing up as our true selves. There's always going to be a gap and a void that's missing within our soul, our heart, just the love for our own lives. How much more fulfilling do you feel like it would be if you could just be your true self in the dating game on dating apps? Let me know below. Have you ever felt like you've had to abandon yourself to try to get some attractive person's approval or validation? You're not alone. There's many people who have done that. And there's many people who have dealt with being ghosted, putting pressure on a relationship and pushing people away and not realizing, I was the cause of that happening. And not that you're not in a bad way, that you're the victim and that you're not good enough, but in a way that you're abandoning yourself, placing importance on this thing, this person, this relationship, and that when they didn't give you what you wanted in return, you had done so much damage to your self-character, your inner child, you had abandoned it. You had abandoned your values, your beliefs, and that person ended up still not giving you what you wanted anyway in the end, so you ended up feeling even more crippled, more damaged, more out of alignment. So what if you stopped giving a shit if people liked you back, if people were going to last in this relationship with you, and just felt like you were in alignment with everything that is good for you and started to live life with love, gratitude, peace, and joy, and feeling like you're attractive? Because what you feel about yourself gets mirrored back to you by the outer world. Everything out there is just yourself pushed out, being reflected back at you. It's a mirror. So if you're having to manipulate the outer world to get your needs met, you're going to continue to get mirrored back to you that you've got work that needs to be done, and that you're going to be attracting toxic people who are going to play games with the version of yourself that you've been abandoning, and that they may be attracted to certain versions or portions of that fake character that has abandoned your true authentic self at your core, and they're not connecting with you on a deep level. But when you change your belief system, your energy, you attract way better relationships anyway. And let's say you're going on a date with someone and you show up and you lie about what you like to eat, or you lie about the music you like, or you lie about how you like to dress yourself, or what you'd like to do tomorrow morning. Like go to the gym, get the gains, take pre-workout, listen to some heavy metal, smash those workouts, get the effing gains, you know? Like me and my fitness community we have going. We like to show up to the gym, smash the workouts, and get the gains. I'm getting off topic, but you realize how self-development and fitness mindset are connected on some level. So when you are doing stuff you love, you are not abandoning yourself. So if you're showing up on a date and hiding that you love the gym, you love to buy protein, you love to look at yourself in the mirror because you've got body dysmorphia. Most people do. Others don't. They can judge that, it don't matter. Just be open. You're a gym bro, or you're a girl that likes to go to the gym. If this person isn't, and they don't like that, you're doing yourself a favor by letting them know that that's the way you are. And if they don't want to be with someone who wants to order red meat, order a friggin' steak that dinner. Because if you're going to hide from them that you're a red meat eater, or you're not a vegetarian, or that you don't drink booze, you don't want to drink beer with them, don't order a beer to try to hide that you're a sober person, and you're fucking up being sober. But I'm just giving you examples of how you could be abandoning yourself on dates. So don't abandon yourself for getting after your fitness goals. Don't abandon yourself in relationships, in dating, with your kids, with your parents, with everyone. Because all of it is abandoning the inner child that is within us, that is not getting the proper attention. And what it's doing to our lives, it's leaving us feeling empty. It's leaving us feeling out of alignment and attracting toxic people that we become attached to, because we feel like once we would receive this validation from these people, we would then feel whole. And that is just an illusion, an addiction that is a subconscious pattern. And how you can get rid of the pattern is stop abandoning yourself, become real, show up as that person, whether people like it or not, every single day. And start to take pleasure in those relationships and synchronicities and people who don't align with it and are deflected away from you. Because that is the universe working in your favor. Not everyone is meant to be here. Not everyone is meant to go to the gym with you tomorrow and get the gains, get the shoulder pump. Not everyone's into the same things as you. Not everyone's into the same things as me. But I talk about them as openly as I want because this is my channel. I talk about heavy metal. I talk about getting ghosted. I talk about me being an HR safety representative for a trucking company. Even though it's not my passion, it is what I do for my full time. And I do this life coaching and fitness coaching on the side. But it doesn't stop me from coming out here and making a video when I have time. Because that's me showing up and not abandoning myself for the life that I'm currently living. That is me applying myself and taking action because I know I am capable of achieving success. I have become successful by believing it and becoming it. And what has happened is the whole world around me has shifted to reflect back to me that I am now in alignment with myself on a deeper level. And people who like that version of me have shown up into my life and have been part of me, and we've all been on this journey together. That's how I've built the community I have built. Not through being the fake version of me, not through chasing after approval from people I used to feel hated me, not by getting validated by attractive women like I used to crave. That is all just something that was subconsciously stored within my system, and I was just chasing after something that was a means to an end. And when I brought awareness to it, I knew that that was something I could teach people about. That was something I could empower you about, okay? Is there anything in this video you liked? Is there anything in this video that you hated? Drop it in the comments below. Let's have a discussion about it, all right? And we're going to keep going with this on the channel. We're going to keep going with this on this journey together, okay? I'm going to empower you. I'm going to get empowered. We're going to keep going here back and forth, all right? This is the community. This is what we're here to build. We're here to build characters that people cannot mess with. We are elite on the Landry channel. I thank you for being here, and we will see you on the next one.